Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the Media Mash panel hosted by the Random Ramblers. I am the Media Nut, and with me is...
You can just call me Yoshi.
And we're very happy...
Copyright.
Oh my.
Call me copyright.
Actually, yeah, we're just gonna get copyright claim right there for the thing. Anyways.
Alright, so call me YoYo then.
YoYo, okay.
YoYo's fine.
I don't think anyone would care if you're called Yoshi.
Okay, but if this goes
There's Japanese people
Yeah,
named
pretty
Yoshi,
much.
it's not just...
That's true,
Yeah.
Yoshi's actual name.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that.
Kind of like Lee. It's like there's a bunch of people named Lee. You'll see Bruce Lee coming around and be like, that's my name.
That's
Yeah,
my name.
I have a stats teacher named Yoshimitsu. I'm like,
Awesome.
we are not calling him Mr. Yoshi. We do not need to get a failing grade.
Soul Calibur though.
Soul Calibur.
Pretty much, yeah.
Calibur.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for coming to the panel. We want to send a special shout out to the people of Paradise City Comic Con. Thank you all for allowing us to be here. It is such a really big opportunity. This might be actually the biggest con we were allowed to, we were invited to. So that's a big deal in itself. Really exciting. The next panel we'll be going to, hopefully, will be in SuperCon, but that's in the future. We're talking about now. So welcome to Media Mash! Woo! Okay, so how the game works right now is it is a very simple debate game. As a judge,
You pick one main genre. Movie, anime, games, I don't know what else it has. And then you pick a question and you debate which one is the best.
Okay.
It's a battle for supremacy.
pretty much. You love a fandom, fight for that fandom. That's how it works, guys. That's how it is. The best media in all what kind.
Just please don't turn it into a battle of death.
Pretty much.
And don't make it personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with your hair.
Your hair disturbs me.
Oh my god, that gem with them ears, it's like... But anyways. So either way, let's get this underway, because we are on time. So the rules of this right now will be, each round will be 5 minutes just to save time for the panel. We do have only an hour. But yeah, so when we ask the question, anyone who's interested in fighting for their answer is willing to come up. It's usually 3 people per round. There are special occasions though, depending on the question. So first question, we're going to start off. I'll be the judge. And you guys will decide if you want to come up. Let me just pull up the thing.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
What is what?
I accidentally clicked hours instead of minutes.
Oh my.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Yes, we're gonna debate for hours, guys.
So the first. So because you guys seem like anime fans, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be asking an anime question. So the first question of this panel will be, who is the worst anime protagonist?
That is a toughie. Ooh.
Yeah.
Tell me when it's time.
Can you define worst?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Please define worst.
No
here.
character
Worst.
development. Does
Just
absolutely nothing to
A
the
terrible
plot.
character. Terrible character of any kind. Like, it's your opinion, though. It's your opinion. It doesn't
This
have to
is
be
easy.
that.
That's easy.
So easy.
Alright. Hey, but here's a real quick thing. If you have the same character, the person who said the name of that character first gets to fight for it. The other person has to pick someone else.
Okay, I picked Kirito.
Kirito, that's an interesting one.
I gotta
Okay.
give that one to Naruto, I'm sorry.
Naruto. Okay, come on up and fight then. You're
Oh,
going
we're
up.
debating up here?
Yeah, they're debating up here.
Let's get up there, man. Debate time.
Eric? Okay, then I guess you could.
Alright.
You okay?
Get it? Yeah.
Alright, yeah, come up here. Guys, we gonna be fine. Come up here, sit down. Come on.
Naruto's a good choice. Brilliant.
Yeah. Come join the
Come
panel,
to the
my
front.
friends.
Learn not
This is gonna
to
be fun.
stage scared.
Alright, sit down and tell me your names.
Nathan?
Nathan?
Nathan Drake?
Nathan Drake?
Stevenson.
Nathan Stevenson. You're the second cousin of Nathan Drake. Let's go with that.
Yeah, it's literally.
We'll find someone.
Alexander McCarthy.
Alex, I remember you from the last panel. Thank you again for coming back. And the guy from the survey corps,
Aiden.
Aiden. So we got Nathan, Alex, and Aiden. All right, guys, using these microphones, you guys will be talking to us why.
Or just
you're
throw your voice,
answering
that works
that.
too.
So tell me your answers one more time. We're gonna start, and tell me why you picked that character. We're gonna start with Nathan first, just because I really want to hear what you have to say.
Alright, so I picked Naruto, and I think the reason he's the worst protagonist is because in the series as the original developed, anime-wise, he felt lackluster compared to most of the other characters who were getting the ability to just get super strong right out the gate. And then when Shippuden rolls around, he's back at where their level should have been, where he should have been back around the time of the original. But then he's weaker again because everybody's been developing in the Leaf Village, developing their fighting styles, to now they're stronger than him again. And he really doesn't climax until the end of the series, whereas some of the other ones have already hit their climax point towards the middle of the franchise with Shippuden.
So just so I understand you, so that I can counter debate your point, you're saying that Naruto is a super weak, lame character, basically because he's supposed to be the strongest character in the show via lore, but consistently fails to achieve that.
Correct, and then in the lore of the series, he was supposed to be the strongest ninja. He was supposed to be the strongest within his clan, but with him being the one left in that clan, and him disappearing for hours on end, years on end, 3 years even, he disappears and you know nothing about what happens to him. So
Well, there's 92 folks. Sorry.
Yeah.
But no, that's true. It's not canon.
Alright, so then, whoa, is this thing working? Yeah, it's working. Okay. Guys, don't forget to speak into the microphones when you're speaking, but, mainly because the camera's right there. Say hi to YouTube, guys. Hi!
Hello!
But anyways,
Konnichiwa.
alright, so, next, I want to see what the Asian has to say. You chose your character, so speak, my friend. Why did you choose that character?
Okay. My character is Kirito from Sword Art Online, and I think he is the worst protagonist ever because while Naruto might only have 2 attacks, Kirito does not even need to attack. He just swings his magical sword, and the fight is miraculously over. I mean, this trope goes all the way back to Voltron. I have my ultimate power sword. Watch me win in 1 hit. Or even better, while we're on the subject, let's just go all the way back to, I don't know, Sailor Moon. It's a 20-minute show with 7 minutes of one power-up.
And sometimes
Alright, let's keep going. Alright, Alex.
Can I change mine?
Go ahead, yeah.
Okay.
You never said it on camera,
Yeah, I was
so...
thinking so. Yuki from, I think his last name's Amano, from Future Diaries, also known as Mirai Nikki. He is one of the reasons why, first of all, he's whiny, but he's worse than whiny. He's incredibly inconsistent. He will become like, I'm a badass now because my mom was killed by my dad and I'm going to protect my dad who I've hated us to this whole time. And, now I'm going, he keeps changing characters. He's the biggest coward, and God himself's like, he's going to win, which is like, okay, so I'm watching the show and I already know who's going to win. Thanks. First of all, God's space and time doing the whole show's weird, but Yuki Ono just makes it horrible. The good thing is, Yuno actually is a good character, but that makes him stand out even more as a horrible, one-dimensional, normal, quote-unquote normal, but boring, obnoxious, little whiny character.
Murr!
All
My
right.
family's dead. Murr!
But yeah, but he helps shoot a
What
bunch
do you
of
think of,
people
like,
too.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
He also betrays a bunch of people and murders them all because he wants to win so he can bring them all back to life. It's just weird.
Alright, Heather, Mac, please.
There's so many things wrong with that guy.
Alright, so guys, I heard why you chose. Now I want you guys to debate why, pretty much debate who's the worst character. Alright, so.
Real.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're gonna be starting over with Alex. You're allowed to do counter arguments. You're allowed to debate. Like, this is a debate. Get angry, get excited, get whatever.
Please don't start a flame war, though.
Yeah, don't actually hurt anyone. Here you go.
Wait, so I'm supposed to be attacking their characters?
Yeah, why is your character worse than theirs?
Okay, Naruto has real development. He actually has a purpose in the series beyond just being Hokage. He liberates the Jinchurikis and the Bijus and all that from being war weapons. He even protects them from Sasuke, his best friend. Naruto does get progressively stronger, although I agree that the jumps are absurd. I think the main problem I have with Naruto, I'm actually not defending him, is that he is the main focus of the story. You get all these other characters who are more interesting, pretty much, and they get no screen time. So as bad as Naruto is, I don't think he's actually that bad of a protagonist. I think that the camera on him is just on so much. There's so much Naruto. You get oversaturated with this obnoxious character that you're just sick of him. As for your character from Sword Art Online, I don't know much about him at all, but so I can't debate that. I'm sorry. So he must be that horrible.
Alright, yes, you guys do realize you're allowed to jump in now whenever you want. Just fight, just fight.
Well, see, that's my
Interrupt.
entire point. Is that not only did you not see the whole show, I've almost never seen a single episode of Sword Art Online, and even I know that Kirito's the worst. You know how I know this? Because Sword Art Online Abridged totally nailed it. What is my character? He's a jerk. He's rude. He's overbearing. There's a fight where people are fighting for their real lives against a real boss, and I think something like the 3rd level of the tower, and he has to stop, interrupt the bad guy's main sweeping attack that's about to permanently KO, 10 different player characters in one hit. And no, he has to stand aside and go, no, see, that's not actually it's not actually an infantryman's pole arm, it's actually a cavalryman's pole arm, which means it's going to have a little bit more reach and do a little bit more damage with its awesome sweeping arc. And forgive me for not remembering the names of the actual Japanese weapons, but the point is, he goes on like a 5-minute diatribe about the history and backstory of this weapon. Meanwhile, one of the main characters standing next to him, or who was a main character up to this like 5th episode of the series, gets instantly KO'd. And as he's dying, he's like, "Oh, Kirito, why didn't you tell me sooner?" I like to think of myself as a teacher. I'm a jerk. I'm Kirito. This is the long and short of my character. My character never develops from here. I'm just automatically the #1 jerk of the series.
Alright, I want to talk more about Yuki a bit. How horrible it is.
Like I said, guys,
He
you're allowed
murders
to jump in, interrupt,
like
whatever
the
you want.
26 plus orphans so that he can become the god of space and time. I wish I was making this shit up. So he can bring everyone back, but then he won't kill his, not even his girlfriend, because he's asexual like every character in a harem show. It's not even a harem show, but people like him, including there's this one guy who's, I don't know if you guys seen Future Diaries. He's got white hair, he's a detective, he's in love with Yuki. I don't know why, that's just because he's the main character. He's a much better character also, which makes Yuki stand out even more as a bad character. This guy who shows up halfway through the series is like, why don't we care about this guy? But no, he wasn't even selected to be in the competition. There's 13 people selected, and Yuki gets more screen time than all of them. And he's completely inconsistently retarded throughout the entire.
How can he be inconsistently retarded?
Well, because he's genius sometimes too. He's like, oh, I know exactly what to do in this situation. Like, just a minute ago you were crying and whining, and like, in like 3 fights you've been doing that, and now all of a sudden you know what to do. And then he's like, oh, now I have a gun, and I'm a total badass, and I will shoot all these trained assassins that are trying to kill my dad who just murdered my mom, and I can't even go there.
I don't need to kill your trained assassins.
Right.
I'm Kirito. My wounds literally heal faster than you can make them. You want to talk about characters being one-dimensional and OP?
Yeah.
Mine is the definition of one-dimensional and OP. Yours just occasionally gets OP.
Alright, so I heard you guys, I want to hear Aiden now because he really didn't speak yet.
Okay, so I think on the case of Kirito, that you're wrong in that scenario, because yes, he doesn't develop very well as a character, but if you see how the series evolves from Sword Art Online to the Fairy Saga, up to the Gun Saga in Season 2, that he does develop this sense of care and, I guess you would say, potential prowess as a main character, because he's basically indebted with the ultimate thing in the virtual world to save humanity as the series goes on. As to your character, which I don't know much about the anime, unfortunately.
No, that's good.
I've heard enough. I've heard a little about the character in the past, and I can say that, yeah, I can say, killing a bunch of kids to raise someone back to life is kind of going a little too far. But in the case when you don't get back in Naruto, it's just like he sits there training for 2 years with a guy who calls the Pervy Sage, mind you. That name sticks with him through the entire series, so no growth development there in terms of age limitation. And the thing is, and even after you know the whole get up of everything, when he gets to the very end of the series, he still goes and does 60 clone jutsu to kill the final boss from the very beginning series of the show,
I
the
don't
original.
disagree with that. I don't disagree at all. What I'm gonna say about Naruto, at least he's consistent. I mean, yeah, he has the whole thing, I'm gonna be a badass now. But it's believable and he's actually consistent, where Yuki's just all over the place. And it's like, and he's not interesting. Like, Natsu from Fairy Tail, I find him like, I mean, he's predictable to a certain extent, but he does some funny ass shit. Like, he'll just go into a cave and just start doing, he'll like freak out, like, guys, and he does hand puppets. I'm like, this guy, shadow puppetry. Like, he's hilarious. This guy never has one of those moments. He's just
Right. Yeah. No, but to tag your comment, this is my favorite joke to make about Naruto, and for people that have like not seen the show before or whatever. Hey, Herbie Sage. After 200 plus episodes, can I get a new attack? Let me think about that, Naruto. Seeing as you have your clone jutsu attack and your Rasengan attack, you should, modify the Rasengan and make it even more. Can I get a new attack after 200 episodes? Let me think about that. No!
wow. Where Luffy has hundreds. Or at least that.
Alright, so we should really get a ballot for this, but yeah, okay, so depends on my, but I can tell loud enough either way. But okay, so I heard your arguments. You guys had some good points. First off, when it, in my opinion, I admit I would prefer if one of you like chose Aaron from Attack on Titan, but that's my own personal opinion.
No, I
have my own personal opinion. Oh wait,
I have read the manga. So
Yoshian, who would have you picked actually?
When I was not obsessed. Ash Ketchum.
Good answer.
Don't forget to change your underwear.
Saying Aaron, by the way.
All right, yeah, but I heard your arguments. Pretty good. I actually enjoyed it. Guys, make sure in Twitter #MediaMash, make sure to answer on the poll who is the worst character. It's either Naruto, Yuki, or Kirito. And if you want, comment down below on what you think is the worst character. But Aiden, listen, I heard you had some very solid points, but I feel like you were not able to speak as much. These guys overtook you, so that's a little bit. So that's plus they had a lot of counter arguments. Like, it is true, Naruto has fumbled a lot, but at the same time he progressed. And yes, I understand that even in his older age, he has used sexy jutsu, which is silly, but at the same time, it was one of the only smart ways they could actually take on the final villain, actually.
I don't know if I agree with that.
It surprised her.
It was pretty dumb.
Big surprise at the end.
It's dumb. It's dumb, but she would not have expected it. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
But
you're
so
French.
I have to go, even though he's one of my favorite characters, I have to go with Kirito.
You are your both.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So mainly how we usually work, depending on how many times you play, you can actually get a prize here. Did I forget to mention, guys, whenever you go see us in a panel on a convention, you win prizes. So remember that, guys. You win prizes when you win a debate. So walk over here, Kendra will help you out, Yoshi will help you out if you want, and just pick whatever prize you want.
Cool.
All of them are from Loot Crate. We are not sponsored by Loot Crate, but you know what, Loot Crate, if you want to sponsor us, just saying, because we tend to talk a lot of good things about you on our channel, just saying. It's true. What was the name of your anime, by the way? Yuki from what?
Oh, Mirai Nikki or Future Diaries.
I'm gonna put Future Diaries just because I don't know how to say Mirai.
Yeah,
I don't know how to spell it
Oh,
on
fine.
Twitter.
Future Diaries is fine.
Future Diaries.
It means exactly the same, so it's not like one of those retarded animes like 2x2 Shinobugan becomes ninja nonsense.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, or the town where only I am missing becomes erased.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's really bad.
Yeah. It's the town where only I am missing. Although it makes sense if you're leaning back all the way to like a Quantum Leap, sort of like, English.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was it. Alright, Yoro? Alright, so
Best protagonist?
Yeah, come on, join the
Yeah.
panel.
you want to
Fit
join?
with us.
You can join. You can join the next one if you want. Okay, so next one I think you want to judge?
Sure.
Alright, cool.
But
Let me
may I
just,
make a suggestion?
yeah.
2 people at once.
2 people at once?
2 people on the debate table.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, that sounds
You
fun.
too. I want to watch.
All right, that
Chill.
sounds fun.
Okay, he's already won, so he's good.
Alright, fine. For that.
All right, so. All right then. So if you guys want, you guys can stay up, and I'll give you this for questions. Let me just send this thing. Tweet.
Hopefully there's something on there.
And sort of.
Who's your favorite protagonist, though?
My favorite protagonist? I actually have to give that to.
Alright, so
Believe it or not,
here you
it's
go.
go from Bleach. Only just
Whatever
because
kinda
the way he
English
developed as a
kind of
character
Okay, I
through the
haven't
series
looked
has
at it.
evolved.
I find Ichigo bland, but that's fine. That's my opinion. I haven't finished Bleach yet either.
Well, when you get towards the later episodes, you'll see he develops a lot more towards the
He's
character
more
status.
believable too. I
Yeah.
just saw a video about him. I'd say one of the best I think is Kenshiro, and I think people underrate him because they say he's too simple. But Kenshiro's fantastic. But the best character I've seen.
You guys pick the subject. Movie, TV questions. Nickelodeon, anime, gaming, or Disney?
I'm gonna go gaming on this one.
I can go gaming, yeah.
Gaming
I
it
can't go
is.
the other ones. Anime or gaming. That's it.
All right.
I watch TV shows.
You really? Okay. So, number one, best Nintendo series in your opinion.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
can argue that.
All right, then. Tell me your choices.
Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus Uprising, though, or just Kid Icarus.
Yeah, the Kid Icarus Uprising in particular.
All right.
Yes,
Yours?
fantastic.
That's tough. I think I have to give that one to the Metroid series.
Metroid.
Also-
Metroid versus Kid Icarus. Who's ready for this?
That's awesome. Side
All
scrolling
right.
action became a different genre. They both became different genres too. So that's a good.
Yeah, it's got a compilation there.
Who's bold enough to go first?
I mean, I'll take the ballot first just to risk it.
Go for it.
Okay,
Do it.
so I mean, I played Kid Icarus as a kid, and I enjoyed Kid Icarus a lot as a kid. But when it came down to the Metroid series, it grew and it changed as the series evolved to what the now we call the Metroidvania style, alongside Castlevania. But the reason I think I like it, I think I picked it over, say, other franchises in their series, is just because when they did the jump from 2D to 3D, they exploded back into resurgence again because they took what they made in 2D really good and amplified it like 4 times over, and made it a solid gameplay series that had flaws, but it also had so many good things about it you almost forgot the flaws existed.
Really good.
Okay, Kid Icarus, the first game, is a very different game from its sequel. But instead of making it a reboot, Kid Icarus Uprising is literally a sequel. They pay attention to everything that happened in the first game. And I think it actually is the best sequel. If you go from one game to the next, it's one of the craziest jumps in animation and everything. Like Ninja Gaiden, for example, they just rebooted it to do the series. And Kid Icarus Uprising, unlike Zelda and a lot of other games, has fully voiced over both in Japanese and English. Thank you, because I hate when I'm playing Zelda games and there's blah 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 blah, and there's like yeah, exactly, and then like a whole paragraph of dialogue. It's like, well, this is not engaging at all. Kid Icarus is fully voiced over. The gameplay was fantastic, though I will say one thing about the franchise, but it's more so the system. You can't use 2 dual analog. So, yeah, but first of all, it had incredible boss fights, which was absolutely incredible. It made a really cool Smash Bros. Level too. It had boss rush mode. It had tons of modes. I felt like I was playing Borderlands. There were so many weapons in that game and customizability. It was like Borderlands Kid Icarus. It was one of the most amazing sequels I've seen. And I really hope they do continue the franchise.
Okay. Anything to say against that?
Yeah, I have 1 or 2 things. The main thing I want to say is, while I agree Kid Icarus from its original to Uprising is technically a true sequel in terms of story, that the development that they did on the side of Icarus could be almost considered too much dramatic of a change at the same time, because they took from this 2D spectrum to a giant 3D leap where the boss battles were gigantic and all over the place, where as a player from the original Kid Icarus, you may not get back into that type of style. And yes, I do agree the weaponry, while it was improved over the games, was great, and I thought that was a much needed thing for the Kid Icarus series. I often find that you go back to the basic weapons from Kid Icarus just because they often relate to being the strongest weapons in the game as they go up.
Okay. Anything else to say, or are you guys done?
Okay, why should I say against Metroid being the best franchise? Well, Metroid doesn't have a lot of story. It has some story, and some games force you to listen to the story. Metroid Fusion, sadly, forces you to listen to the story every time you play, even trying to speed game it. But the Metroid games don't have a lot of story. They have some bad games in there too, like Metroid Other M, Metroid Pinball. And I don't know how bad Federation Force is, but it isn't particularly good. So we've had some misses, and Prime could alienate the audience. Honestly, I was a big Metroid player, the 2D ones, and I didn't really like Prime at all because I felt it was too different. So in that sense, I think both of them were like that. They both were, they both made a huge leap, and I think they both succeeded. So I don't think it's negative.
You guys done?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello! How's everyone doing?
Good.
Right, that's it.
The debaters have finished debating. I cannot speak. I am sick. I want to kill the world. What does the audience think is the best Nintendo series? Metroid or Kid Icarus?
I gotta go with Kid Icarus. It has more story, more likable characters.
I don't really want a prize. This member of the audience has to be the deciding vote.
Yeah.
He's my brother. I'm just saying that's fine, but he didn't know which one to pick, but he knows me pretty well.
Which one is the better series?
Kid Icarus versus Metroid.
Well, are we talking the entire Metroid
Yes.
genre?
As a whole.
Yes.
I think the better question is
including
who fought better? Who had
fought
the better
more?
argument?
Oh, I missed the whole argument.
Welcome to the panel. They love the panel.
I think I'll have to say on this one, Alex, you did a more thorough argument and stated everything that did happen, that didn't happen, etc. I really like your Metroid argument as well, but I have to pick, unfortunately, and I think I'll pick Kid Icarus.
All right, thank you.
All right, congratulations.
All
Thank you,
right.
guys.
Absolutely.
All right, you may sit down if you'd like, or if you'd like to come back up.
Pretty much it's everyone just gets off the stage and then comes back if you hear a question you like. I think that's how it works, but it's not what I want. Very small for a lot of people, so it's kind of, we're just a bunch of friends hanging out now, which is fine. Awesome. All right, so as always, guys in Twitter at the Media Nut or at any of the random ramblers that you like, pretty much hashtag Media Mash. Make sure to comment who do you think is the better one for Nintendo, Kid Icarus or Metroid. So going up with the next question. This one, oh god, I actually do have a very interesting one for this one. So for you guys who are interested in it, I think I asked this question once before in an earlier comment, but I like this question so much I might want to do it again. So recently, in honor of the new tour, the new Nintendo Land, that's what we're calling it, but like we don't know what the real name is. The amusement park that Universal is making for Nintendo. Since we just finished a question about Nintendo, might as well continue with it. Name an attraction you'd like to see in Nintendo Land.
Oh.
Any IP from Nintendo, any character, any style of ride, whatever you want. We have one person who could come up and argue for them. Yeah, enough.
I suppose.
If you want.
I suppose I'll go.
Yeah. We got one. Come on up. Alright, an argument. Alright. We have room for one more if you guys want.
I think it's just two.
Alright.
It's usually three, but wait, does someone else have one? You have one? Yeah, you want to come up?
Alrighty then.
Alright,
Well, I just gotta ask one question first.
Alright.
We're talking only owned directly by Nintendo, right?
Owned directly by Nintendo. I know that the whole Smash Bros. Thing kind of makes it a little confusing. I guess it depends.
Let's
If it's
Let's
a character,
just say regular
Like,
Nintendo.
let's just go with
how would you
Nintendo for now.
how would you make a Smash Bros. Ride
Free for all.
without making it several other IPs owned by, you know what I mean? Like,
Sega,
is it gonna
Capcom,
be like is it gonna be a Smash Bros. Ride? Is it gonna be a Mega Man ride or a Legend of Zelda ride? Like,
Yeah,
what are they going to do with that?
Alright. So then, for now, we're just gonna stick straight with Nintendo. Just straight Nintendo. There it is. So, I'll give you guys a couple of seconds. I'll put a timer on, like 15 seconds to get your answer, alright? So I'll give you guys time to think. If you already have one, wait for everyone to be prepared. Raise your hand if you're ready. That's how it is. Alright.
You guys are ready?
Yep. All right.
All right.
So we're gonna start off with you know what, we'll start off with Yoshi just because I feel it'll be interesting.
I don't know about that, bro. Okay. So there are no really good laser tag places around my house, and I'm very upset about that. So consider for a moment Splatoon laser tag. just a crazy idea.
Does it have to be laser tag?
I'd say paintballing, but that's kind of messy, and you can't really clean up properly because you have other rides to go to, and some people don't like you dirty.
Right. But what you could do, okay, not to reinforce your point, it's kind of opposite of me debating, but you could use, say, washable, water-based day-glow paint. I went to an interesting dance party the other night where they had laser lights and flashy, ravey type stuff, and the band sprayed the whole crowd with day-glow paint, and that was really cool.
That does sound fantastic.
And that would totally work with like Night Splatoon.
Yeah.
Ponchos too.
Yeah, ponchos too. Yeah.
Ponchos, that works. That works. All right.
They'll just supply you with a poncho before you get on the ride.
You guys are helping me. This isn't supposed to happen.
Squid tentacles on it.
So put tentacles on it.
You're kidding now. You're squid now.
Tentacle
You're a
ponchos.
kid now. You're a squid now. All right. Your idea?
Sure.
I think sin punishment doesn't apply. Is sin and punishment divine intended? Is sin and punishment divine intended?
Sin punishment?
Sin and punishment. I never heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of it vaguely, but I don't know much about it.
No, it's not owned by Nintendo. It just came out on the Nintendo system.
Ah.
So I think
I think it's no, check.
you'd have to check.
Google.
Either way.
Google.
All right.
You next.
So, how many people here have gone to Universal Studios and done Men in Black Alien Attack? All right. How about that with Metroid theme, but it's not all entirely 2D. You will actually get your own Samus Aran helmet for VR. So it'll be both a combination of on the rails with real backgrounds, but all the monsters are totally in virtual reality, so they're like in your face.
I like it. All right. And
Yours?
finally.
Go for it, man.
Your idea for a VR shooter ride is totally better than her idea for laser tag. First off. But second off, that's not what people go to Islands of Adventure for. They go to explore and adventure and be active, especially if it's something built by Universal Studios. And especially for little kids are going to stand there in the VR helmet and go, what am I supposed to be doing?
It could also be pretty expensive.
I think what you should do, and this is the kind of thing that Universal Studios does all the time really well, is they build props. So what they should have is a choose your own adventure, create your own exploration, water temple ride from Zelda. Let's get those kids confused and lost.
Poor children.
Wait, so they pick their own path on it? Like, do they have different areas that the water plume goes through, or what do you mean by you create it?
What I mean by that is, you have to beat the water temple in real life and solve the puzzle.
Why would you do
Those kids, dude, those kids are. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have like paramedics on every freaking floor and every room just in case? Cause are you gonna actually have them swim under the water? Are you gonna provide them with an oxygen tank? You wanna talk about expensive?
Dang.
Don't call mine expensive when you're talking about, not to mention the freaking, oh my gosh, the medical bills in case something goes down. Jeez.
Don't forget the mental disorder.
Yeah, the traumatization. I mean, how many of us were traumatized just playing that thing as kids, let alone having kids do it in real life?
Twilight Princess was pretty fun though.
Yeah, I like Twilight Princess. It was a little too easy though.
A bit. It's like stuck on the stalagmite that causing you to shoot down. Anyways.
Mine was the ice.
Okay. So, alright. So what you guys described, VR. That could be kind of expensive. Also, we don't know if the flashing lights or something or just scare a kid who's easily squeamish. And the water temple, I fear for the children's lives above all things. So I think
Think about the children.
the Splatoon paint one with that's washable could be fun, but remember, paintball in general itself, it hurts if you don't have protective gear. If you have just a little poncho with little squid tentacles, it's gonna be kind of hurting. I don't think Nintendo wants any lawsuits on them. So
I was saying, in that scenario, you could just do like the paintbrush type weapons that they use in the actual
Paintbrush.
game.
how would it spill onto the enemy side? Probably though.
That is the question you have to figure out now. I'm just saying, you can go with the paintball route.
That is true. So I'm guessing laser tag would be a much safer and a little more affordable way.
It's a laser paintbrush.
A laser paintbrush. Just like go like this.
Yeah, no, the laser gun is paintbrush shaped.
That would sound pretty cool. I would love to have like a charger that you like carry on your back, like, okay, I got you in my sights. Boom, shoots them from across the map. Ah! Angry squid noises.
I have an idea for you. If you're gonna go back to the ponchos, you can do like super soakers, but with LED lights, and that'll be the coloration. So it's just water, and they just need to refill the water tank.
That is kind of cute. But how, when you get off of the, when it shoots the kid, how is it going to stay that color? If it's
Well, just
water.
mark 'em.
It could be
No,
marked.
you would just have it so that, you know how when you put water on some things, it changes the color?
Mhm.
So you'll just have for the poncho, when that water hits, it'll change it to that team's color. So you'll be wearing red, but it'll turn blue where the water hit.
That does sound good.
I think that's really cool.
Oh, super soakers are probably the best safe idea right now. It could be called water park.
It's okay for us to help each other out, right? We don't have to just demean each other.
I mean, I don't think so. That's probably what it was initially planned to be, but if you're helping to get actual ideas, that's pretty cool.
No,
it's collaborative.
it's always fun to share ideas. You should demean each other, but that doesn't mean you can't, every once in a while, a compliment.
Audience, what have you to say?
Are all your rides amiibo compatible?
And your little Splatoon amiibo, and you can have a little buddy with you.
Exactly.
That thing is gonna fry if it gets hit by water. It's useless now.
Any of your rides.
Waterproof amiibo
you have
cases.
amiibo. If you want to meet that amiibo, what do you get, for example?
But you have to purchase the water cases at
You have to purchase the water cases if you want
like
to use
as
the
you
amiibo.
go into the ride, it's like, yes, you get extra points if you bring your amiibo, but you have to purchase this water case
That
for
way
your
Nintendo
kids.
still gets money from wasting all those
No,
ponchos.
you just put it at the beginning of the ride. You put it at the beginning of the ride, like, oh, okay, you go to this special area.
Only Splatoon veterans can come in
You
here.
get double guns, you get this Splatoon gun.
Oh,
Actually,
gee.
that sounds kind of cool.
Use an Inkzuka for 30 full seconds in the
It's
battle.
all that sun amiibo.
Okay, but how are you going to supply all these different guns, and how do you balance that out? That sounds ridiculous.
I mean, it's a balancing Splatoon as well, so you can have 4 of each gun, if you even want that many, or just like 1 of each gun, and then the kids, whoever first come, first served, like a bunch of savages. And the one wants a bucket, one wants a charger, one wants a regular gun, and then it'll play like that. And then each one has a different playstyle. Like with the brush that he said, you have to like hold the button and then just like spray across, and then it'll be a KO. And with the bucket, you hit him in the face.
Whoa, we don't want to hit anyone in the face with a real bucket.
Figuratively, with water.
So I've heard you guys' arguments, and I'll be honest, I would ride every single one of them.
Right?
They all sound so much fun.
Hey.
Yeah. Judging how Universal works and Nintendo and the way it is. The thing is, you with the legend. Yeah, deep contemplating. This is, as Andy Signor says from Screen Junkies, this is rough. But, please don't copyright us, Screen Junkies. We love you. Pretty much. I really like the idea of the Legend of Zelda water ride, but at the same time, you had a really good point about the expenses and also just when you think of Zelda, you really don't think of water. I don't think so. Yeah. Like I don't know.
Only
Dark,
Zelda veterans
dank
with
temples
Yeah.
with torches.
Yeah.
You do think of
I don't-
temples with torches.
Yeah, it pretty much. So
It could be set up as just a regular water ride.
it could be a water ride within a temple, so that would be kind of cool.
Ooh,
That would
like
be kind of cool.
Like the dinosaurs, like the dinosaur thing.
Yeah,
you have to
like
go in and it's just all
Jurassic Park.
background.
That could work, but I did like it, but it's the only one that really does sound like a ride. But at the same time, the one that seems to make a lot of sense, and the idea of a Splatoon, it was laser tag or paintball, or either one.
We got water soakers out of both.
Water soakers, so it's like, it sounds fun. It feels like they have to make a really specific area closed off for that kind of
There's
thing.
plenty of those in Universal.
There are. I mean, Universal is actually one of the few theme parks that I know of in America where you are allowed admittance in a bathing suit. Actually, a little fun fact.
I didn't know that.
Well, particularly Islands of Adventure because there's a lot of water rides there. That's why. So an attraction like Splatoon would make a lot of sense. But I'll be honest, the one that seems that makes a lot of sense as a ride a whole. And you had a lot of good points, is the Metroid ride. I gotta say. I gotta go with the Metroid ride.
I really do like that idea.
It's a really good, and it's innovative because it's like a lot of people still go
I
to
thought
the
you
Men
said
in Black.
innovative for a second.
Innovative. Because a lot of people still go today to the Men in Black ride. It's a very fan favorite ride. So how much, and it would make so much sense to make a ride, not exactly like it obviously, but like a similar idea, like a shooter ride. Because shooter rides are popular. A lot of people love it. A lot of people love Men in Black. A lot of people love the Buzz Lightyear ride in Disney.
Yeah, it's competitive too. It's fun.
And it's competitive. It's a fun way to play with your friends without possibly hurting yourself with water soakers.
And here you can shoot.
No one that I know is H2O retarded.
You do a spread cannon. So then you get the photon cannon.
Yeah, and the way
Oh
it
my
works
God.
is similar to like the Terminator arcade game. If you shoot certain areas, you can get like a power up. It's a very fun, innovative idea that always has something new.
And the harder opponents, and because it's VR, you don't have to like constantly put in new props. You just have to
Change around the animation.
Yeah, so no, Metroid wins. Metroid wins in my opinion.
It's a very great idea.
Comment down below what you guys think. Though that was a great fight, guys. I love that fight.
Go zip line. That's
Oh my god!
Guys,
Kohiro! Amiibo compatible Kohiro!
guys, hashtag Kohiro zipline right there.
Oh, that was fantastic. What's your name? I don't think I caught it.
Gabriel.
What?
Gabriel, go pick your prize down below. You
Yeah.
definitely earned it.
Yeah. One idea that a friend of mine told me about for a Nintendo ride, just because it's a really fun. No. I know it's not answering. I'm just saying like putting my own input. They actually mentioned, and the thing is, we said attraction, so I'll be honest, they were playing smart with me, but they actually said, and tell me this doesn't make a lot of sense, guys, a Kirby restaurant, Chef Kirby's Cafe, something like that.
Very nice.
Makes a lot of
Does
sense.
he serve you his victims?
I just swallowed community for you. I hope you enjoy.
Quality pasta.
It's like-
shape him as the
Oh,
character.
God.
No, actually it makes me a Waddle Dee burger. Waddle Dee burger, it goes right up the tongue.
That's disgusting.
No, because if you guys saw on YouTube, there's actually a thanks for coming, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where go?
If you guys actually saw, there's a Pokemon burger, like a Pikachu, Charmander, and Bulbasaur burger.
I think it's not there anymore.
Yeah. But so like they can do something like that where the Waddle Dee like shaped burger in a sense.
Besides, all nice theme parks there.
Yeah. So right now it is 5:34. We have enough time for one more question.
Definitely going to my stepsister. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, my sister-in-law.
One more question.
All right, guys, we have enough time for one more question. So
If you're staying, if you're going, just let us know.
I'll stay.
you can judge. Yeah. Yo, guys, welcome to the panel.
Ah, Victoria, gracias a see me.
You know what? Just for that, we have enough time for more of them. We'll push it. We've done it before. All right, guys, welcome. We're just in time for the panel. Unless they're not here for the panel. I'm hurt. You can win prizes. All right, but actually, for the next one, it's gonna be interesting because the two of you will be fighting.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, brother battle.
Oh, that sounds good too.
Are we teaming up against you or?
A brother brawl.
Hey guys, welcome to the panel. You're just in time. Here in Media Match, you get to win a bunch of prizes for fighting for your own fandoms. Or not.
Jeez, man. Tough
You try though.
Tough crowd. But that's how it works in the panel business. Alright, so,
What panel was this?
Media Match. It's a debate panel where you fight for your favorite fandoms and stuff like that. We just finished a very interesting question of what ride should the Nintendo Land have now. The new Nintendo theme park that Universal's making.
Oh.
It was really interesting. Really interesting. They thought of a Metroid shooter ride, a Splatoon, a Silver Splash, and then Legend of Zelda water ride.
Debate's not for everyone though.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, but it's fun. So you guys want to have a brother battle, or you two, and
Brother
or
brawl.
a three, or a brother brawl, or like me join in and you guys we all just fight.
Let's all fight.
Let's all fight.
Free for all.
Good.
Free for all! I'll be your judge tonight.
All right, Yoshi will be the judge. Final round. Then we're gonna do the final. Unless you want to join.
No, I'm actually running the next panel, so
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
gonna sit here
Alright,
and watch.
Make sure we don't go overboard.
Yeah, there you go.
We don't
Please,
want to cut
please
into
let
your
us know.
panel.
We might
We're all
lose track of
friendly
time.
here.
Yeah, we're just having a lot of fun. Ironically, I guess next time in the panel description, I should mention that there are actual prizes that people can win.
See, that would have done it.
That probably would have done it.
You
You
didn't do
just,
it in
you
the
guys-
description?
No, I thought I didn't think we needed, but hey.
I ran a trivia contest at 3:45. We gave away the prize. We had a lot of people in there. That was good.
Yeah.
That is true. Alright.
Totally
Next
have to
time.
mention a prize.
Next time in SuperCon, I'll do that.
Mention a prize.
Alright,
That always
for
works.
this free for all, you have to choose
There you go.
Nickelodeon or Disney.
I think we'll go with. I think it's Disney.
Disney's got the most options right now. I mean, they've got Marvel. I mean, they just bought
Alright,
out like
Disney.
2 major companies.
Disney.
All right, we'll go with Disney.
You got the trophy.
Jesus, cheese and rice, bro.
We
Okay.
write a lot of questions. We can-
Okay. Something that everyone could know. Who knows the shows on Disney XD?
I know.
Zero
That,
hands
that's
in
the
the
one I'm not asking. Alright.
I know a good amount.
Who watches TV anymore? I don't know.
Alright. Disney or Pixar films that you think don't deserve sequels?
Oh.
Disney or Pixar film.
People all agree though. Does
No,
anyone disagree
no,
with
but that's the
Cars?
thing. If we all agree, the person who says it first.
Then we
Guess
have
it.
cars, planes, and then we have trucks, you know.
All right, so you're gonna say you say cars then?
Well, let me think of a different one. It's too
It's
easy.
too obvious.
Let's say not
All right.
cars.
All right,
Cars.
let's anything that's not cars that doesn't deserve a sequel. Then.
For
Alright.
Pixar?
Disney or Pixar?
Disney or Pixar, anything from either of those.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make a timer on you.
Yeah, I know.
You got 15 seconds, bro.
I'm ready.
You ready? You guys are ready?
I'm thinking so.
I'm thinking of something right now.
There's a lot of movies to go through.
That doesn't deserve or shouldn't have had.
That's a good question.
Don't deserve.
Don't deserve. Okay, so they never had a sequel yet.
Oh.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Time is running out.
I know. I think I got one.
Alrighty then. What you got?
Oh, so I just go straight ahead or should I wait for now?
You all pick
go,
your
I'll pick
options.
All right.
And then you debate.
I'm gonna go with Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph it is. Yours? Okay.
Maleficent.
Maleficent. Yours? Alex?
I'm still thinking. Secret Life of Pets? I think that was Disney, right?
No, it's not Disney.
Oh,
No.
that's horrible. What about Chicken Little?
That's
Chicken
Disney.
Little.
That's Disney.
Oh, God.
You wanna go with Chicken Little? All right.
Alright then. So we have Wreck-It Ralph, Maleficent, and Chicken Little. Begin!
All right. So Wreck-It Ralph. I'm going for the more positive side of a movie. Because you two chose movies that, let's be honest, are not the best in the bunch. Me, I chose a movie that's not just amazing. I feel like this movie will be classic. Just one of those movies that you look back in time and say, you know what, that was great. That's why I don't think it deserves a sequel, because they don't want them to mess it up. Wreck-It Ralph was an amazing movie that innovated the idea of bringing all these video game characters together in a film. And we all know the trope of video game movies, they tend to suck. So this is actually one of those milestones, to the point where actually Wreck-It Ralph is now a game. And I'm not talking about the Wii game. No, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that monstrosity. I'm talking about the actual game. Fix It Felix Jr. is now a game because of that movie, and it's actually a really fun game. It's an app, a very popular app. And
I didn't know that.
yeah, it actually is. Little fun
Learn
fact.
something new every day.
Right?
I've been trying to say little known fact all the time.
I know,
You're
right?
such a ranker.
But either way,